Hello there folks, welcome back to Glowsniff Garage. I hope you're having a great day, and in this video today we are unboxing the Nissan Skyline R32 GTR by Tamiya. This is one of Tamiya's cheaper kits. I think alongside this, I think the NSX, the Mitsubishi GTO, the Miata, they're all sort of around about £15 mark, something like that. So I believe it's quite an old tooling, but I've been wanting to pick up one of these for quite a while. I built a Aoshima version a while ago, and I've just been wanting to build the Tamiya version to see the differences and make a better version, as I built that one quite a while ago. So I think I'm a bit better now, so I think I can do the kit justice. So we'll start off by taking a look at the box as usual. So lovely box art there in the front. Proper JDM legend of a car. I think this is probably one of the first JDM sort of hero cars. Most folk will know it from Gran Turismo, where it sort of gained popularity, and then I remember watching Jeremy Clarkson's Motor World where he went to Japan when I was a teenager, and when he's driving one of these, I was just absolutely amazed by it. So yeah, like I say, lovely box art, and number 90 in the 124 sports car series. And the bottom here, we've got the couple of different colours. You've got your dark blue pearl and your jet silver as well. This doesn't want to focus, there we go. So as you can see, this kit comes with the RB25, 26 engine. And I've got the same as the front on this side here. And you've got it in the red pearl metallic, so it shows you the different colour options. Same again on the side. So it's quite a small box from Tamiya, but if you give me a wee minute, I will open the box, get everything out the bags, and we'll take a closer look at the sprues. Alright, so I've got the bags and stuff opened up, so we can take a wee look inside. And first of all, we've got the instruction manual here. Nice picture of the car built up, and your usual Tamiya give you a little bit of information about the car usually on the instruction manuals, which I like. And yeah, a little bit of history on the car. So not a greatly detailed instruction manual, decent amount of pages. Now this kit obviously does come with the engine, so there's going to be a big chunk of the instruction manual devoted to that. But from looking at the instructions, it looks like actually a fairly detailed kit. And it also gives you a list of the colours here and how to get as close as you can using Tamiya paints. And also have a list of the paints there that you'll require to build the car. Next up, tiny little decal sheet. Barely any decals with this kit. So you've got your dials there, a couple of Skyline GTR license plates and a couple of Japanese license plates. Get your Skyline logo for the wheel centres, and you've got your dials and stuff there too. So kind of typical to Tamiya fashion with these kind of kits, everything is sort of crammed into a couple of sprues, so there's only 4 sprues I think in this kit. So yeah, we'll start off with this one. So we've got your engine there, 2 halves with your intake, air filter, your cam cover there. Well, there's no decal for this, so it's going to be really tricky to paint that raised letter. Your Nissan going across the top. The Aoshima kit that I previously built, it comes with a decal that goes in there, so unfortunately you don't get that with this kit, so I'm going to dry brush that or something. Got your cam covers, steering column, your oil pan, drive shafts, your rear subframe with your differential, and the chassis there. Now it looks like a very plain chassis, but there's quite a lot of parts to get attached to it, so once it's built up I'd imagine it looks a lot better than that. But that's good that everything's separate so you can paint it. I always prefer that, and you're trying to paint like the drive shafts, exhaust and stuff that are moulded in, it can be an absolute nightmare. So got your front subframe, I'm not sure what that part is, but drive shafts, and got your suspension and your window wipers, rear view mirror, more suspension parts, belts for the engine, steering rack. So yeah, quite a lot in this sprue. This is the biggest sprue in the whole kit. Next up we have your interior parts. So unfortunately it's a single tub, which makes things tricky to paint. Got a massive cutout here, I'm guessing that the dashboard will cover most of that, and then your gear lever and stuff. So interior tub there, get your seats with massive injection pin holes there, which probably do with filling in if you're really bothered. You probably won't see them, but yeah, they're quite deep. Yeah, your front wheel hubs as well, and get your wing mirrors there. Your little teeny tiny twin turbos. I've seen some people sort of complain that these are the turbos are absolutely tiny in this, but these are the stock turbos, and there is two of them. So they do look absolutely ridiculous, I think, when you see them in the sprue. But yeah, that's basically how big they're supposed to be. If you look up a stock GTR engine, then that's how big they are when they come for the factory. So then we've got a rear spoiler here, a couple of interior parts and engine parts. So you get your steering wheel there. There's a little bit of flash on some of these parts, not that bad, but it is, like I say, it's quite an old tooling. I believe it's for 1989 or 1990, so yeah, it's kind of to be expected. Your handbrake and gear lever, and then you've got your brake booster master cylinder here, and looks to be like a radiator hose or something here too. So next sprue we have got your standard GTR wheels. Everything's finished in that kind of nice, it's almost like a gunmetal sort of sparkly black plastic. It's quite a nice finish to it. And you've got your brakes, battery, and your rear window wiper, your radiator with the fan housing. Then we have the dashboard, which is right hand drive dashboard. Details are quite good in the dashboard. The buttons and stuff are pretty well defined, so it makes it a bit easier to paint. You've got the front under tray, and I believe that would be the front grille, the front bumper grille. Then you have the exhaust as well. Quite a little bit of flash on the exhaust tip there, so we'll need a little bit of cleaning up. This isn't a case of just popping everything off the sprues and going for it. There's going to be a bit of tidying up involved with this kit. So next up we have the clear parts, and get your main greenhouse here, the windows front and rear and side, all moulded in one section. We've got the iconic round tail lights here, the thing that really, the sort of signature styling cue for the later Skylines, these round tail lights. And I believe these would be some side indicators perhaps. The bonnet is moulded in clear. I guess that's because it comes with the engine. They thought if you want to display it with the engine visible, it means that you can pop the clear bonnet on and you don't have to worry about propping it up or taking it off or anything like that. Now you've got your front lights here and your front indicators. Now for the Aoshima kit, these were an absolute nightmare to fit, and I believe that these will be the same because they're in two separate sections. It'll be really fiddly to get them in and get them lined up properly. But it is quite good that they come separately. I suppose that you don't need to mask off to paint the indicators clear orange. And I believe these two are the reverse lights that go next to the, there'll be a rear fog light and reverse light that go next to the number plate on the rear. That's your clear sprue. And then we have got a bag of very nicely moulded tyres and polycaps. Really well defined tread on these, I quite like them. Then last but not least we have got the body. Now I think this is probably my favourite Skyline GTR. I'm not the biggest fan of the R34, which seems to be sort of most popular, but I really like the R32s. It was the first sort of JDM car that I really took an interest in, and yeah, it's just such a cool car. As I've got older, I do prefer the older Skylines, the R30s, the R31s and stuff, but this is definitely my favourite of the GTR variants. Now, I did notice that the roof is actually warped on this. I don't know if you can see that, but this side here, you can see how the A-frame kind of bows out a bit there. Hopefully that shouldn't be too much of an issue. Once the glass is in place, hopefully it should straighten itself out. Maybe need to get a wee hairdryer and that, soften the plastic up and try and mould it back into shape. We've also got a bit of flash on this front grille here. I can get the camera to focus on it. So need to get a bit of sandpaper in there and clean that up, just in the gaps in those slats there. When it comes to mould lines, usual sort of places, they're running down the front corners here. Down here, both sides. And they're hidden along the top of this front wing, but then they come out again and they run right across the top of the door here. But then they disappear into the window at the back and then into this panel line. But then they come out at the back and run across the top of the bonnet. Sorry, the top of the boot lid, and then down the back corners too. So kind of to be expected with the age of this tooling, but yeah, they're not terrible. They're not terrible. I've seen way worse. A little bit of sandpaper in that, and it will clean it right up. There's a couple of swirl marks in here where the two different plastics have sort of came in and met. Same in the back there. So you need to make sure that you're really priming this well, or that will show through most paint jobs. It's not too bad on the side. So for the age of the tooling, it's quite a clean body, apart from that warped roof there. But like I say, hopefully be able to sort that once the window glass is in place. It should hopefully push that up. straighten it out. But failing that, a little bit of heat onto it and sort of bend it back into shape should fix it. So there we have it. That was the Tamiya Nissan Skyline R32 GTR. Absolute classic JDM car, and I'm really looking forward, as always, with all of my kits. I'm always looking forward to getting into them, but I'm really looking forward to this one too. So, as you made it this far in the video, thank you very much for sticking around, and I really appreciate any likes, comments, subscriptions, and if you want to check out more of my work, some current builds, your best bet is to jump over to Instagram at Glue Snuff Garage. Give me a wee follow and you can see what I've been up to. Hopefully try and get something sorted so I can actually do some build videos on YouTube. Just the current situation, I don't really have anywhere to film my builds at the moment, so hopefully get that sorted soon and you can see me try not to mess up my my models. But yeah, thanks for sticking around to the end, and I will catch you in a video in the near future. Cheers, bye.